Good morning, students. God bless you. Welcome to 11th standard business maths class. The last class we have discussed combination. In this class also we are going to see about combination. Exercise 2.4, sixth question. If 4 dice are rolled, find the number of possible outcomes in which at least one die shows 2. Okay, this is your question. The solution: since 4 dice are rolled, the total number of possible outcomes equal to 6 power 4. Cause when throwing a die, we get the sample space are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. The general form of the dice rolling is 6 power n. Okay. Here 4 dice are rolled, so 6 power 4. Have you understood this 6 power 4? Okay. Then the number of possible outcomes in which 2 does not appear on any die. Okay. Number of possible outcome is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Here 2 does not appear, so delete 1. Remaining is 5. So 5 power 4. Okay. Then therefore the required number of possible outcomes equal to, this is the required number of possible outcomes, 6 power 4 minus 5 power 4. Okay. So 6 power 4 is equal to 1296. 6 multiplying in 4 times we get 1296 minus 5 power 4. 5 multiplying 4 times we get 625. Making the subtraction we get 671. This is the required number of possible outcomes. Okay. Have you understood? Okay, next seventh question. There are 18 guests at a dinner party. They have to sit 9 guests on either sides of a long table. Okay. 3 particular persons decide to sit on one particular side and 2 other on the other side. In how many ways can the guests to be seated? Okay, just you consider, this is the long table. Okay, this is the upper of the portion. So total number of guests are 18. Okay, they have to sit 9 guests on either side. This side is fully 9, this side is 9. Okay, 3 particular persons decided to sit on one particular side. Suppose you consider, this is 1, 2, 3. 3 persons sit here. Okay. Then 2 other on the other side. So here just you assume here sit 2 persons. Okay. This is our given question. Then how many ways can be guests to be seated? This is your question. Okay. The total number of guests are 18. Okay. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 guests already seated. Okay. So the remaining is 18 minus 5 is 13. Okay. The 13 guests only want to be seated. Okay. The solution: since 3 particular guests want to sit on a particular side and 2 other on the other side. This is already I explained. Okay. So the remaining guests equal to 18 minus 3 minus 2. That is totally minus 5. Because 5 persons already seated. Okay. So 18 minus 5 is 13. Okay. Then we choose 6 for one side in 13C6. So now the remaining guest is 13. Okay. The first side, this side is want to sit 9 persons. Already sit 3 persons. The remaining is 6. Because 9 minus 3 is 6. So total number of remaining seat is 13 and the number of remaining guests is 6 in one side. Have you understood 13C6? Okay. Then 7 for other side. So 7 is remaining because all the 2 persons already seated in other side. So remaining is 7. Okay. 6 is already seated. Okay. So the remaining is 13 minus 6 is 7. So 7 only possible. So 6 already seated. So 13 minus 6 is 7. So 7 is the remaining total. Okay. And also this is the required number of seated. Okay. 7C7 ways. Okay. Therefore, the number of selection for the two seats equal to 13C6 into 7C7, the multiplicative principle. Okay. 9% on each side of the table can be seated. This is also one of the condition. Okay, each side want to be seated 9%. Okay, therefore the number of arrangement is 9 factorial. This is one side 9 factorial, another side also 9 factorial. Okay. So finally, the total number of arrangements equal to 13C6 into 7C7 into one side value is 9 factorial. This is another one side 9 factorial. Have you understood this? Okay. The combination formula is NCR is equal to n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. Okay, this is already known. Okay, consider here, this is n, this is r. So 13 factorial divided by r is 6. So 6 factorial into 13 minus 6 factorial into the same way 7C7. Okay, the 7 factorial divided by r is 7. So 7 factorial into 7 minus 7 factorial into 9 factorial into 9 factorial. Okay, which is equal to 13 factorial divided by 6 factorial into 13 minus 6 is 7. So 7 factorial into 7 factorial divided by 7 factorial into 7 minus 7 is 0 factorial into 9 factorial into 9 factorial, which is equal to the 7 factorial are cancelled. The remaining is 13 factorial divided by 6 factorial into 7 factorial. The 0 factorial value is 1. Okay, into 9 factorial into 9 factorial. Okay, that's all your answer. Have you understood? Okay, next 8th question. If a polygon has 44 diagonals, find the number of its sides. Find the number of its sides. The solution, the number of diagonals equal to 44. Okay, let first assume the number of sides. Cos, find the number of its sides. This is your question. So let n be the number of sides. Okay, let n be the number of sides. We know that the number of diagonals formula, the number of diagonals equal to NC2 minus n. Okay, therefore the number of diagonal is already given. This is 44, which is equal to NC2 minus n. Okay, so 44 equal to NCR formula is n factorial divided by r factorial into n minus r factorial. Okay, so n factorial divided by r is 2. So 2 factorial into n minus r factorial minus n. Have you understood? Just apply the formula. Okay, then 44 is equal to n factorial divided by the 2 factorial can be right 1 into 2 or 2 into 1 into the remaining is n minus 2 factorial minus n. Okay, and 44 is equal to the n factorial can be right n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial divided by 1 2s are 2 into n minus 2 factorial minus n. Okay, the n minus 2 factorial are cancelled. So the remaining terms are 44 equal to n into n square minus plus into minus minus n into 1 n divided by 2 minus n. Okay, this is the remaining term. So 44 is equal to n square minus n plus into minus minus 2 into n, 2n divided by 2. Okay, making the transposition, 2 into 44 is 88 equal to n square minus n minus 2n, totally minus 3n. Okay, which implies n square minus 3n minus 88. That making the transformation, we get minus 88 equal to 0. Okay, so now we get the quadratic equation, n square minus 3n minus 88. Then factorize the value, we get the value of n, that is the number of sides. Okay, this is the last term, n square minus 3n minus 88 equal to 0. Making the factorization, okay, so plus into minus, minus 188 are 88 and the middle term is minus 3. Okay, the numbers are 8 11s are 88, then minus, greater value get minus, we get minus 3. 8 minus 11 is minus 3, plus into minus minus, 8 11s are 88. Okay, satisfy the condition. Okay, therefore n plus 8 into n minus 11 equal to 0. Okay, that is n plus 8 equal to 0 or n minus 11 equal to 0. So n is equal to minus 8 or n is equal to 11. Here n is equal to minus 8 is not possible because this is number of side, n mention the number of side. Okay, here n is equal to minus 8 is not possible because the number of side not be negative. Okay, therefore the number of sides is 11. Therefore the number of side is 11. That's all your answer. Have you understood? Okay, dear students, today's comma book page number 37, example 2.30 and 2.31. Okay, do it well. Thank you. God bless you.